ladies, the beginning of the new year, we always like to think about those resolutions, those things that we want to start doing and some things that we want to stop doing. So today we've got some kind of wardrobe resolutions for you, and these are the things that you're going to stop doing in 2023. These are things that we have all been guilty of, and they're things that end up costing us more money, hurting our style, not making us look and feel our absolute best. So we're going to share them with you, and hopefully we can help you out in the new year.
Yes, and if you are new here, I'm Christina. This is my best friend Kelly. If you are someone who loves fashion, you want to find out what the latest trends are, you like some budget-friendly hauls, then definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. We release videos every Sunday and Thursday, and you can also follow us over on Instagram at Mommy's Makeup Moscato.
Okay, so this first one is one I have definitely been guilty of. It's so hard not to do this, but if you can avoid it, you definitely should, and that is buying something just for one occasion. So let's say you have a special party to go to and you go out looking for a dress for that party and you buy a beautiful dress with this very specific print to it in these different colors. Well, that dress is probably going to get you one wear because it's going to be very easily identifiable when you wear it. It's really not going to be able to be worn in different ways, and so you're not going to get your money's worth out of that dress. Even if you save it for another party, maybe a year from now, it might not fit, it might be out of style, it was too trendy. However, if you choose something that is more classic and versatile, it's really gonna help to stretch your shopping budget. So that's where that little black dress really comes in handy, because something like a beautiful classic black dress in a classic style, whether it's a wrap style or a sheath dress, is something that you can wear in a variety of ways just by changing out your shoes and your jewelry and making it unique each time you wear it. People are going to not recognize that she's wearing that same black dress. So really, if you can do this, it's going to be really helpful. It's going to give you a lot more variety and versatility in your wardrobe. So don't buy for just one occasion.
Another thing you want to absolutely stop doing now is to stop keeping clothes that don't fit. So this is something I for sure have been a big offender of. My weight for sure fluctuates, and because of that, tend to keep and hang on to clothes, but this is really something you don't want to do, especially now with the new year beginning. A lot of us are, trying to be healthier, probably losing some weight. And what you don't want to do is keep clothes that are too baggy, that aren't really flattering your figure. They can absolutely make you look frumpy and a lot larger than you really are. The same is true is if you are someone who maybe is holding on to something that's a little bit too tight and too small for you. Really what you want to do is, while you are losing weight, and once you hit that goal weight, and yes, you may be able to fit back into that item of clothing, you really want to celebrate and treat yourself. You have worked really hard to shed that weight, and you're worth spending the money on buying something that fits you perfectly, because probably the item that you're holding on to isn't really probably your personal style anymore. It may not fit exactly in the same way, because of course our body does change and adjust, even if the number on the scale is something that we had seen in the past. So really just letting go of those clothing that are either too large or too small for you, and really dressing your body right now as it is.
So I feel like with each of these, I find myself going, yep, I definitely have been guilty of that one. And this next one is one that there's a variety of factors at play here. And this is buying things that don't suit your lifestyle. Having a closet full of nothing to wear really is what this amounts to. And this can be for a variety of reasons. So let's say, for example, you live in a climate like we do in South Florida, yet you are constantly purchasing beautiful cashmere sweaters and blazers and all the pretty winter things because you're just so drawn to them. Of course, they're easy to wear and they're comfy and cozy. However, what you will find is that you will have a big majority of time where you have nothing to wear, because our weather here is very hot, and it is very rare that we get to wear those cashmere sweaters and those blazers and those heavier winter clothes. Another element could be your lifestyle as far as casual versus more dressy or business-like. So if you are someone who has a very casual lifestyle, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom with small children, but you are drawn to buying these beautiful, sexy, strappy high heels and these beautiful night out dresses, those things can be great for special occasions, but you're gonna find yourself day in and day out going, I don't know what to wear, I don't have any clothes, because 90% of your time is not going to be in heels and night out dresses. So definitely consider your lifestyle when you're shopping. Think about what's going to work for me on a day-to-day basis, and only have maybe 10% of your closet be those other special purchases, and 90% of your closet really needs to be the things that you are going to get up and wear and feel your best in every single day, depending on your weather and your lifestyle.
Another wardrobe mistake you absolutely want to stop doing now is buying things just because they are on sale. So this is one that I for sure really struggle with. I am someone who, when I see a great deal, I literally will just pass out on the floor because I am so enamored with the fact that I'm able to get something at such a great deal. However, a lot of times when I am purchasing those things, I'm more in love with the price than I am with the item. So I ran across a really great tip and I found that it was super helpful for me, so I'm gonna share it with you. And that is, if you look at that item and you still would purchase it at its full price, it's something that's maybe very luxurious or more expensive, or something that is so tempting that you would still buy it at its full price, then it's probably something that you could go ahead and purchase at a sale price. However, if it's an item that you look at and you say, oh heck no, if this was at its full price, I wouldn't even be interested in it at all, that right there tips you off that you are more in love with the price than you are with the item, and that is something you absolutely should stop doing this year.
So this next tip is a really good one for those of you who maybe have, minimal closet space, or maybe you're someone who doesn't really do these like annual purges in your closet. You have trouble parting with things, getting rid of things. This is a tip you're going to want to utilize, and that is, whenever you buy something new, get rid of something old. So for some of us, we go through our closets regularly. Christina and I for sure do that, especially doing what we do here on YouTube. We have to make a lot of donations and clear things out after the seasons. However, if you're someone who doesn't really like to do that and you have a really hard time letting go of things, just do something as simple as this. When you purchase a new top, look through your closet and see if there's maybe an old top that you're just not wearing anymore, or maybe you have something that already looks really similar, but the new one is nicer and better, it's in better condition. Get rid of that old top. So that way you're keeping your closet streamlined, you're keeping things organized, you're not ending up with an overabundance of stuff. Because of course, when we open our closet and it just looks like there's just so much stuff packed in there, it also makes it harder for us to really enjoy the things that we have and see all the things that are available to us. It's just a little bit overwhelming. So when you purchase something new, get rid of something old, make sure you donate it and don't feel bad about it. Give it to someone who could get some use out of it.
So I think we've all seen those TV shows where they give you like $5,000 and you can go on a major shopping spree. But believe it or not, that is one of the things that you should absolutely stop doing. So as much fun as it sounds, it unfortunately can lead to a lot of frustration and wasted money. And here's the reason why. When you are out shopping, just having on that high of buying a lot of stuff and kind of getting everything at one time, you can get into this frenzy of purchasing things that you don't necessarily need, and then they end up going to waste. So instead, what is a better thing to do is to very mindfully shop for the things that you need throughout the year instead of buying it all at once at one time. Some of the things that you can do when you're picking up things, throughout the year is you're able to really see what are some of the holes that are in my closet that need to be replaced. Another one of the things that can also happen is when you're on a shopping spree, you can also pick up some items that maybe you are settling on because you know this is your one chance. This is your big time of year where you're going and you're shopping, and maybe it doesn't exactly fit, but it will do for now. And instead, if you're picking up things throughout the year, when you're searching for that one item that you really need, you can take the time, you can be mindful, and you can find that one perfect fit versus going out and feeling that pressure of, I need to kind of find stuff. You know, a new season is coming up, whether it be for some office work clothes or the new summer season is coming up, and so you feel that pressure to buy everything at once versus instead really taking your time, enjoying the process, and really finding things that you genuinely love and will get a lot of wear out of.
This next tip is such a good one, and it's definitely something that over the years of being here on YouTube, I have definitely become better at this, and that is being open to trying new brands, new colors, new styles, new stores. So oftentimes we get really stuck in a rut, and of course it's really good to know what works on your body. You may be very comfortable in wrap dresses, knowing that those are always going to look great on your body, and that's a good thing. However, being stuck and not trying any of the new styles that come out, not giving yourself a chance to maybe find something new is not a good thing. You definitely want to be open. Just like we teach our children to be open to trying new foods, we also should be open to trying new things, because as we grow, first of all, our bodies change, things look different on us. We might actually like something that maybe we previously did not like, and also new styles come out, fashion evolves, and there's lots of great options out there. So whether it's a color that maybe you have avoided for years, maybe giving it a try and seeing, you may have changed your makeup, changed your hair, and might actually like that color or like a different shade of that color. Also, the same thing goes for styles. You may be stuck believing that you can only wear mid-rise jeans and you've never gone for that high-rise pair. Give them a try, and don't just try once. Try different brands and different versions, because you might actually stumble on something that you absolutely love. It has definitely happened to us before. So just be open to trying new things in 2023. You might land on a style that becomes your signature look that you absolutely love. So just go out there and give it a shot.
So another thing you absolutely want to stop doing, this is a huge wardrobe mistake, is to hold on to things that you feel like you're going to wear someday. And we are all guilty of this. We all have things that maybe we have spent too much money on, or maybe it was something that is maybe a little bit sentimental to us, or that it's a trend that's no longer trendy anymore. We're hoping it comes back into a trend. And there's some very few small instances where I can kind of justify holding on to those things, but 9 times out of 10, if it's something that you're hoping and you think maybe one day I'm going to hang on to, it's probably best to go ahead and just get rid of it. It really is just taking up space and cluttering up your closet, your drawers, and things that you really just don't need. So one of the tricks that I came across that I found to be super helpful is called a hanger trick. So basically what you do is you line up all your clothes and you have it facing in one direction. So let's say all of your shirts or your pants and your skirts are all facing to the left. Well, after you've worn it, and it's maybe like gone through the wash or whatever, you go ahead and you put that item back into your closet, having it face to the right. What you'll find is that you're easily able to identify the items that you love and that you keep pulling again and again that season, and the ones that you're really not loving so much and you really have no interest at all in wearing. And that really will lead you to either forcing yourself to wear it that season and figuring out whether you love it or you hate it, or kind of coming to the terms with the fact that you just don't really want it, you're not gonna wear it, and that someday is never going to come and you need to let it go.
Okay, so this next tip kind of goes in line with what Christina was just talking about, and that is not keeping things that you just don't like. So it's very easy to maybe part with something when, you know, maybe you spent $20 or $30 on it. However, when you're talking about high price items, those big ticket purchases, maybe like a purse, shoes, a belt, something like that, or maybe it's just a very nice dress that you purchased for a wedding that you were going to, and you really invested a lot in it, but now you just don't like it. It's sitting on your shelf, it's sitting in your closet, and you know you are never going to wear that again. It's just not your style anymore. You really want to get rid of it. It's not doing anything for you sitting in that closet or sitting in that shelf. However, what you can do is you can resell it. So they have sites now such as Poshmark, Fashion File, and some of these sites are great for getting a little something back from those items that you invested a lot in. So if you have something that is still in good condition, you can go ahead onto those sites such as Poshmark, Fashion File. I've used both of them. They are great, and you can sell them to someone who might be able to enjoy them. So that way you can get a little something back. You don't have all that guilt, but you're also not just wasting space and wasting that item. I personally hate to see a beautiful handbag just sitting on a shelf collecting dust, knowing that it no longer serves me. Maybe the style didn't work for me or something. I would rather sell it, get a little something back from it, and invest in something that I really will get use out of. So don't hold on to things that you don't really love, that don't bring you joy. Keep the things that you really do enjoy and get rid of those things that you no longer use.
So for this last and final tip, it's absolutely, you are going to want to start investing in the items that you do own. So obviously for Kelli and I, once there are things that we don't want anymore, we do donate them, to either Goodwill or to Salvation Army. We find that these charities really are able to help extend the life of these items to people who then are able to, wear them at a discounted price. However, there is also some of these items that maybe you think of just tossing and getting rid of because there's some damage. That could be anything from a little hole in a sweater or in a blazer. You could also have maybe like some damage that's maybe on like a bag. And what you don't want to do is toss it. Really instead, taking the time and the money to invest in some of those pieces that you do love and you would continue to use and to wear if they were fixed. So that is, if maybe you have a little snag in your sweater, going ahead and having that repaired. You could even also have maybe a pair of jeans that the hem might be a little bit too long. You can go ahead and spend a little bit of money, have that hemline fixed so that way you can continue to enjoy them, especially if they are a pair of jeans that you've spent quite a bit of money on, and really help to extend the life of the items that you already really love, that you already have enjoyed, and be able to wear them into the new coming season.
So if you want more advice on things that you want to stop doing for 2023, then go ahead and watch our other video on how to ditch the frump, because that's going to give you lots of great tips as well.